It's easy to see if two triangles seem congruent, but how can we know for sure that they are congruent just by looking at them? The answer is simple: triangle congruence postulates. A postulate is a statement in geometry that is accepted as true without proof.
Triangle congruence postulates are groups of common traits to look for in two triangles that show that they are congruent. There are 5 main postulates that you should know. Side, 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 or SSS for short, means that all 3 sides of one triangle are congruent to another one. Side, angle, side, or SAS, means that 2 sides and an angle of one triangle are congruent to those of another triangle. This postulate only works if the angle is between the 2 sides.
Angle side angle, or ASA, means that 2 angles and an included side are congruent to another. However, this is only the case when the side is between the 2 angles. Angle angle side, or AAS, means that 2 angles and a not included side of one triangle are congruent to another triangle. Finally, HL, which stands for hypotenuse leg, only occurs in right triangles. It means that the hypotenuse and leg of one right triangle is congruent to the hypotenuse and leg of another right triangle. The reason for this is the Pythagorean theorem, which is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. The Pythagorean theorem is a way to find the missing side length of a right triangle. If you know A and C, then you know B.
There are also some fake postulates that don't work. Those postulates are important to know so that you don't mistake them for a postulate that does work. They are angle, 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 or AAA. This postulate does not work because you need at least one side length to make sure the triangle is congruent. In this picture, both triangles have the same angle measures but different side lengths, making them not congruent. The other fake postulate is angle side side, or ASS. This postulate does not work because there is not enough information to correctly decide whether or not 2 triangles are congruent. In this picture, both triangles have a congruent angle and 2 congruent sides in the order angle side side, but they are not congruent.
Now let's try some practice problems. Based off of the triangle congruence postulates, are these 2 triangles congruent? These triangles are congruent because of the SAS postulate.
How about these triangles? These triangles are not congruent because the postulate AAA is not a real solution.
Let's try one more. These triangles are congruent because of the SSS postulate, even if there are no distinguishing markers for the congruency of the third side. In the instance of this, the shared side is automatically congruent because both triangles have the same side.
So, whenever you are trying to decide whether or not 2 triangles are congruent, always remember to look for the postulates.
Thanks for watching!